Good morning. Happy Friday to everybody. Welcome to Mornings with Michael for informational and educational purposes only. We got the PCE report. We got some news on California long-term care. So let's get to the news first. World news, the Bank of Japan said Friday it would consider its 0.5% cap on 10-year government bond yield as a suggestion, not a rigid limit, if inflation picked up. More specifically, the BOJ, while continuing to allow 10-year JGB to fluctuate within a plus or minus 0.5%, it will purchase 10-year JGB at 1% for the fixed rate purchases operations daily. On to consumer sector. Boston Beer, SAM, quarter two EPS 472 versus estimate 343. Boyd Gaming, BYD, quarter two EPS $1.58 versus estimate $1.65. Wow, what a miss. Deckers Outdoors, DECK, quarter one EPS $2.41 versus estimate $2.22. They have the special walking shoes. Yes, Deckers has the Hoka washing shoes, which a number of people are wearing. Boyd, so Ford, F, quarter two adjusted EPS 72 cents versus 55 cents. Fortune Brands Innovation, FBIN, quarter two EPS $1.07 versus $1.02. Mohawk Industries, MHK, quarter two EPS $2.76 versus $2.65. Mondelez, MDLZ, quarter two adjusted EPS 76 cents versus 69 cents estimate. Skechers, SKX, quarter two EPS 98 cents versus estimate of 54 cents. They also compete with Deckers for those comfortable walking shoes. Sleep Number, SNBR, quarter two EPS 3 cents versus estimate 1 cent loss. Texas Roadhouse, TXRH, quarter two EPS $1.22 versus estimate of $1.21. Wingstop, WING, downgraded to neutral from outperformance at Wedbush. Energy, Chevron, CVX, quarter two EPS $3.08 versus $2.93 estimate. Exxon, XOM, quarter two EPS $1.94 versus estimate $2. Enphase, ENPH, quarter two EPS $1.47 versus $1.25 estimate. First Solar, FSLR, quarter two EPS $1.59 versus estimate 96 cents. Financials, Digital Realty, DLR, quarter two AFFO a share $1.68 versus estimate $1.65. Essex Property, ESS, quarter two core FFO a share $3.77 versus estimate $3.73. Hartford Financial, HIG, second quarter EPS $1.88 versus estimate of $1.85. Principal Financial Group, PFG, quarter two adjusted EPS $1.53 versus $1.65. Wow, that's quite a miss. Dexcom, DXCM, quarter two EPS 28 cents versus 23 cents. Homology Medicines, FIXX, said it will evaluate strategic alternatives and cut 87% of its workforce, citing the current financing environment and Homology's anticipated clinical development timeliness. Mettler Toledo, MTD, quarter two EPS $10.19 versus $9.97 estimate. Onto industrials and materials. Eastman Chemical, EMN, quarter two adjusted EPS $1.99 versus the estimate $1.93. Olin Corporation, Q2 EPS $1.13 versus estimate of $1.01. US Steel X. Sorry, Elon. US Steel symbol is X. Q2 EPS $1.92 versus estimate $1.80. Weyerhaeuser WY Q2 EPS 32 cents versus estimate 21 cents. On to technology, media, and telecom. The last section, Intel INTC Q2 adjusted EPS at 13 cents versus an estimate 3-cent loss. Juniper Networks JNPR Q2 adjusted EPS 58 cents versus 55. KLA Tencor KLAC Q4 EPS 497 versus 485. Live Nation LYV Q2 EPS $1.02 versus estimate of 63 cents. Madison Square Garden MSGS will be added to the small cap 600 index on August 1st, which is being acquired by actually replacing Aerojet Rocketdyne Holdings, which is being acquired by Level 3 Harris. LHX Roku ROKU Q2 EPS 76-cent loss versus estimate $1.26 loss. SS&C Technologies SSNC Q2 adjusted EPS $1.08 versus estimate of $1.12. That's a miss. And T-Mobile TMUS Q2 EPS $1.86 versus $1.69. And VeriSign VRSN Q2 EPS $1.79 versus estimate of $1.75. And that's our news for today. We're going to go and share our screen. Let's get our heat map ready. Here we got our heat map. Technology, which was selling off, is bouncing back. Semiconductors are doing strong. Communications, Google and Meta continue to rise. Defensive sectors are doing well. Healthcare is a mixed bag. Energy, both the two biggest issues in the XLE ETF are selling off after reporting their quarter results. Financials are mostly doing well. Restaurants, looks like we got most of the market up today. So that's a look at our heat map. Let's go to PCE inflation. The market was expecting 4.2%, came in at 4.1%. Core PCE prices gauged by inflation on a yearly basis down from 4.6 in May and below the market forecast of 4.2%. On a monthly basis, PC price index and core PCE price index both rose 0.2%. PCE is personal consumption expenditures, which is one of the Fed's favorite tools for measuring inflation. The core personal consumption expenditures price index is set to rise 0.2% month over month and 4.2% year over year in June. The Federal Reserve left doors open for more rate hikes, but Powell stressed data dependency. US dollar could see a meaningful recovery on hot PCE inflation data. This will have an impact on gold and silver. And that is our PCE report. And let me see if I can get the, here we go. Share this every day because I think it's really important. The annuity, most people should be in something similar to an annuity. An annuity steps up and does not come back down, whereas the indexes gravitate up and then retract when the market pulls back. Annuity goes up again and it stays at this level. Most annuities give a bonus when you open annuity, and as you can see, it's about a 5% difference in the return. So that's my soapbox right there. And let's go to the markets and see what's happening. HubSpot, which got a price upgrade, I believe, let me see who upgraded it. So RBC Capital maintains outperform on a HubSpot, raises price target to 625. CrowdStrike nearing deal to buy Bionic.ai for 200 million, 300 million. And Citigroup maintains neutral on Shopify, raises price target $70. Several other analysts had that price in earlier this week. So let's take a look at the US dollar after the PCE report. Sure why this box doesn't want to get out of the way, but we got a little bit of a pullback in the dollar. Let's see if we got a little bounce with gold. We do. So that remains in play. And let's see, silver. Silver is bouncing as well. As I said, whatever the dollar does, gold and silver generally do the opposite. So this is why we look at the dollar. Let's look at our copper. Copper continues to be strong. Southern copper is strong as well. And Freeport McMoran is pulling back slightly. And Vale looks like the issue to stay away from. Let's go to all important bond yields, which put pressure on our stocks. So it's pulling back. The magic number was 4.09% yield, and it popped just above 4 yesterday, 4.02, and it is pulling back today. So it's looks like it's 3.959. And let's look at the 20-year pulling back as well. And the 1 to 3 year price is up, so the yield is pulling back on that as well. So let's take a look at our volatility index, which mirrors in a reverse manner the S&P 500. It had bounced up yesterday. The sell-off was a distribution day or a major selling day in both the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. And it is bouncing back this morning, but yesterday it was strong in the morning and then sold off in the afternoon. Generally, that's bearish activity. Anything up in the morning and down in the afternoon denotes professional money managers selling. So look at the S&P 500 is up. Looks like it gapped up today from yesterday's close, up 1.1%. Thrilled at the PCE report. Let's take a look at the equal weighted one. We get a looks very similar. The NASDAQ is up almost 2%. So even greater than the S&P 500. The bank heavy, regional bank heavy small cap is up strong as well, 1.36%. And our Dow Jones Industrials is just up slightly at 0.71%. It's been leading the way. For it to just go flat for a while is not such a bad idea. So let's take a look at our financials. Looks like it's bouncing off of the 10-day. Energy sector is trying to bounce here as well. We saw Chevron and Exxon earlier that were heavily down. They're still down, but they're trying to bounce back. So that's the reason that the index is bouncing back. Our biotech index is bouncing off of the 200-day. And just as we brought it up, it jumped a little bit more. So it's up 2.2%. That's a huge move. Take a look at the other biotech. It's up big as well, just not quite as big. It's up a little over 1%. Software gapping up. It's up almost 1%. Semiconductor index is moving up as well. It's on its high, so that's really positive. We had some pretty high volume yesterday, but a lot of that was sell-off as it pulled back to its 10-day moving average, and this bounce is healthy. Take a look at it. Technology. Got a big gap up there, get above its 10-day moving average. Airlines moving up as well. Got a big move in Southwest after it gapped down yesterday and sell off on its earnings. Our industrials. Take a look at Caterpillar. Right in the buy period. It's trading very tightly, which is very positive. We got buyers nibbling here. Not a lot. It's all below the average daily volume. Trane Technologies, another industrial play in the news. Had some pretty good volume yesterday. Just have to see if it follows up. But the stock is moving up again. On a down day on Wall Street, when this was up yesterday, this was notable. As you can see, have very tight ranges. We've got support at the 20-day moving average after it pulled back under its 10-day. And then it looks like it's breaking out here. And take a look at that. Our building materials still in a pretty tight range. Had some selling yesterday. metals you would think would be up with all of gold and silver bouncing, and true enough, it is up. And our housing sector is gapping up. So that's a look there. Let's take a look at where we think professional money managers are moving their money today. New Oriental Education got a huge gap up over here. Their earnings came in at 139%, beat over last year's quarter at the same time, negative 24%. Surprised, but I guess it was good enough. As you can see, it just continually is moving up. We got this other Chinese name, online brokerage, gapping up. Earnings are in 32 days. Look at all this heavy volume here. Li Auto continue as a strong move up. This was the day to buy. And then one of these days right over here, we can just see all this blue volume, a lot of money moving in there. Deckers was in the news. Initially sold off, bounced off to this 50-day moving average, and it's back at its 20-day moving average. So there's been a lot of buying today for it to bounce as strongly off its moving average. International Seaways continues to get bought up over here. Just look at all this volume. And we got early today, continued with huge volume there. A little bit of up 1.83%. Molson Coors. Dexcom. Glucose monitoring system up 3.75, but it sold off quite a bit. We'll just see if its earnings were up 100%, which was a 50.58 earnings surprise. Facebook or Meta continues strong, up another 4.2% today. Haven't heard of this ticker symbol, BJ's Restaurants. We'll have to put that in our restaurant talk. Gapping up today, up 9%. Their earnings up 999%. That is just amazing. This is Toast. It's up marginally. This is what 90% or a large percentage of restaurants use to for their payment processing. I promised to look at this a little bit more after we looked at Square the other day. A lot of your food trucks, you'll definitely see Square out there being used. Got a little bounce here. Had a big sell-off yesterday, but it's bouncing right off of its 10-day moving average. Need to see it move up on huge volume. Still, the volume is really light. Um, so let's see. Kava, new IPO, remains really strong. So out of the box, blue area keeps moving up. One issue I'll come back to after we look at the restaurants. Current Sushi still kind of trailing off. Looks like it may be setting up a consolidation. We want to see at least 25 days consolidation before we have any kind of formation of a pattern. And then we want a high volume, see if professional money management are coming in for this. Sweet Green, just we're going back in Sweet Green. Isn't so sweet today, it's off 9%. Their earnings came in disappointing. 6.57% earnings, negative earnings surprise. Chipotle also had some problems yesterday. They're up 1.42%, but they really gapped down big yesterday, coming under the $2,000 area. So that's our discussion for today. Hope everybody has a great day. If you have any questions, feel free to message us on either our YouTube channel or our Facebook page. If we can help you with any of your financial goals, please let us know. And that's our show for today. Hope everybody had a great week. You were working on your goals and your activities. Keep going, keep up the faith, and you'll get there. You'll surprise yourself. In the meantime, I hope everybody has a great weekend, and make sure you tune in for our Saturday Small Business Leaders. It'll be posted tomorrow. Hope you all have a great weekend. Mornings with Michael is brought to you for informational and educational purposes only.